Lieutenant Colonel. He resigned. Why? Biden's vaccine mandate, and he's condemning what he calls the, quote, Marxist takeover of the military. Straight ahead. Now, a developing story tonight after an Army Lieutenant Colonel issued a blistering resignation letter slamming the military's COVID vaccine mandate. In the letter, Lieutenant Colonel Doug Haig said he was resigning after 18 years of active duty service and decried what he's calling a broader ideological Marxist takeover of the military. And Army Lieutenant Colonel Doug Haig now joins us. You're 2 years away from your pension. 2 years away from retirement with a full pension. You're walking away from a lot of money and a lot of security for you and your family. Tell us why.
Yeah, that's correct, Sean. I've spent 18 years active duty service. I've got 2 years until I'm eligible to pull my retirement. I don't want the COVID vaccine, and I don't plan on getting it. But I've had all the other Army vaccines. I've had 8 anthrax shots. I've had the smallpox vaccination. I've had them all. So it's really not about whether or not I'll get the shot, but this is really about the freedom of the American people, the right to choose your own medical procedures, the right to decide, what's going to be injected into your body and what's not. That's a natural human right that we can't take away from people. And I swore an oath to protect and defend the Constitution, which affords those rights to the Americans. And
let me ask you this, because there is a slight loophole in the vaccine mandate for companies of 100 employees or more, which is that you have to agree to get tested once a week. Does that option exist for the military?
No, not to my knowledge. That does not exist for the military, no.
So really, you're pushed into a corner. Do you have any medical reason that perhaps maybe a rare condition of some kind that would prevent you from getting the vaccine? Or is this just a matter of principle?
And this is about principle. Like I said, it's about the freedom of the American people, and I swore an oath to protect that freedom. And I've looked at the Army's published its recent guidance on how it's going to unfold this plan for implementing this. I've looked it over. I do believe that if I wanted to, I could wiggle my way through the next 2 years and get my retirement, but I would have to sacrifice my personal integrity, and I'd have to turn my back on the oath that I took to protect Americans' rights, and that's what I believe this is about. It's not about me. It's not about my retirement. There's a good quote that I reflect on sometimes. I'm sure everybody's heard it, and it goes something to the effect of, the only thing necessary for evil to prevail is for good men to do nothing. And that's what I would be doing if I wiggle my way through, or if I submit an exemption for some.
I like people who stand up in principle. There might be another option. It's called the legal option, and that you might be able to get the weekly testing option. You've risked your life for your country. You earned a pension. I'd hope you get it. But I do admire anyone that stands up for principles. We appreciate you sharing your story. When we come back, our villain of the day, I'll give you a hint. It's from The View.